Okay, guys. I only have one earring, so I'll be right back. Sorry, guys. Coming on camera right now. Just put on my earring. Okay, goodness. Yes. Okay, so guys, today I wanted to talk about a topic of Black men in dresses. Now, a lot of people had problems with Billy Porter when he went to, I don't know what award show he went to, but he was wearing a dress. And a lot of people were saying, oh, this contributes to the image of Black men being emasculated. And I don't see anything wrong with Billy Porter wearing a dress. And I don't think it contributes to Black men being emasculated. And I'll tell you why. The reality is that no one is going to look to Billy Porter or to, feminine gay men as the image of masculinity. Okay. So, and my biggest thing when it comes to if you're going to be wearing a dress or, dressing like a woman is to not disrespect Black women in the process. So I don't really care what Billy Porter does. If he wants to wear a dress, he should wear a dress. However, when I see men who are heterosexual Black men who have sons who shouldn't be wearing dresses like a Nick Cannon, like a Terry Crews, like a Martin Lawrence, I think that there's more, like a Tyler Perry, and I can't think of any other names. And in the process, hold on, I'm going to play a video for you guys. I think you guys already know what it is because, it played just now. And in the process of many of these men dressing like women, they disrespect Black women and they don't even see it. The Jackster 518, hi, welcome. I'm going to show you a old show that I used to watch called All That, and they actually did a reboot to All That, but I don't watch it. For me, it's just not the same. I was hoping that they would bring back the old cast members and make them the main, but it's like they have new cast members and have the old cast members maybe making an appearance here and there, and it's kind of like, I don't really want to watch new people. I kind of like the old people I grew up on watching. So hold on, let me, hold on. All right, let me pull up this window so that I can see the chat. Okay, here we go. All right, so I'm going to play a video for you. This was a long time ago, but still, I was a kid when this came on, and I didn't even understand it. But now that I'm looking at it, I'm like, wow, Black women, they're making fun of us in this video. So let me show you something.
Well, Natalia, it's another fun-filled day at the Quick and Fast. Okay. The only thing I like about this job is the free sodas. Girl, you only get the small. I'm trying to watch my cholesterol. You know my booty gets old, right? I've been looking in the mirror and I'm like, is this a funny house?
Excuse me, can I change for 20?
Oh, of course you can, because this is Quick and Fast, the bank. Wait a minute, girl. I thought this was Quick and Fast, the store. Oh, you is so right, Lanisha. I was wrong. You was right. I was wrong. You was right. So I guess you're going to have to buy something to get your change then.
Now, first of all, did you notice that she's at work and it's supposed to be a she, and she has these extremely long fingernails on, and it's like, why is it anytime they put a black man to portray a black woman like a Shanae Jenkins or like any of these, why do they have her with those long fingernails? I don't have long fingernails, and I don't think I've ever seen a black woman who has long fingernails like this either. It's always like some exaggeration of a black woman on television. You ever notice that? And then now they have these black women who are like, like these really exaggerated neck movements and everything. And it's like, what's with all of that? I understand that Nick Cannon and Kenan Thompson were very young when they were given this script. But I look at it as an adult, right? And I'm not faulting them because they're young and you got to do what you got to do to make it in the business. But I look at it as an adult and it's like, okay, none of their parents told them that you can't do this because this is a negative image of a black woman that they're trying to put out there through a black man. None of their managers, none of their agents, well, agents don't care because if you don't get paid, they don't get paid. But nobody around them could have told them that this isn't a good idea. Let me continue.
Okay, fine. I'll take this pack of gum.
Thank you. And I'll give you your time. 1, 2, 3, 4. It's out here.
Hey, I didn't want any.
Oh, Miss Fussy was just begging for change, and now she don't want it. Maybe she should come back when she know what she want. Oh, hi.
But I did not.
And before I forget, the name of this skit is called The Inconvenience Store. So are they trying to say it is an inconvenience to speak to black women, to have black women provide customer service? I mean, this is really, really bad because this is saying that if black women are providing customer service, that we're going to be loud, that we're going to be looking at a Nubian Nails magazine on the job, that we're going to be doing all this neck rolling and bad attitudes. And this was on Nickelodeon, guys. This was on Nickelodeon. And again, I saw it as a child. I didn't even think about it. This was on Nickelodeon. Things like this, okay? If there are going to be men in dresses, and I feel like you can do what you want to do, but parents should be allowed to know that this kind of skit is about to air before it airs. Are you comfortable with your child seeing a man in a dress? Tonight, we're going to have a broadcast. Okay, just let us know yes, or just let us know no. Let us have the option for that. This isn't appropriate to show to television. You have to understand that children imitate what they see. When I was young and I watched Bring It On, I'm like, oh my gosh, look at the Clovers go. And I was just so excited about cheerleading and to see other people who are excited about cheerleading. People are going to imitate what they see, especially young children. So what do you think young children are going to imitate when they see this? Okay. Okay. These bad attitudes, these neck rolls. Nickelodeon, how did you approve to get this on television? Parents should have the right to say, I don't want my children to watch something like this. There was no warning like, hey, listen, there's going to be negative stereotypes coming across your television in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and now. Let's continue.
Oh, girl, I got to tell you about last night, girl. I went dancing at Club Spasmodel. You know what I'm saying? I was getting my groove on with this dude. He was fine. We was like, and then, all of a sudden, out of nowhere, this piece of trash comes up and
And why does he keep doing that? Okay. What? it couldn't have been someone black who wrote this sketch, right? It couldn't have possibly been somebody black. Because this is offensive. This is very offensive. And now, first of all, do you see Kenan Thompson's makeup? Eyebrows look like they're about to form one with his hairline. Big, crazy plastic hair. The lips are way overdone. Black women, they're making fun of us, okay? Took me a while to realize it, but when I look back at this skit, I'm like, why is it that people find it funny to portray the black woman in a negative light? That's probably why when, and I'm sure that there have been other people who are eloquent just as myself, who when they meet white people, they look at them like, oh, wow, you speak English so very well, because this is how they expected us to be. This is how they expected us to be. Let's continue.
And you know who it was, girl? Who was it, girl? Who was it? Natasha Conley. I never did like that. Look, Natasha Conley. She's slimy. She's slimy. Excuse me. You know, she is more slimier than a gummy worm in baby oil. You know? Excuse me. Excuse me. I do believe that you saw us trying to have a conversation, girl. I'm sorry, I'm just in a bit of a hurry. I just wanted to buy a lottery ticket. Stop the world. Buy a lottery ticket.
What the heck was that? Did you see all that nail movement? And I forgot what this is called. I'm pretty sure it's the Cabbage Patch. I'm not sure because it's before my time. Have you ever seen, come on, seriously, Nickelodeon put this on television. Nobody caught this. Nobody wrote a blog about it. I mean, there was internet in this was what, 2002, 2001? There was internet back then. Nobody talked about it. A lot of children are not allowed to watch television where so many hidden messages and teachings in cartoons. Parents must monitor. Exactly. And what I don't like is when parents are outspoken about what it is they want to monitor. I don't even have children yet. But if I did, do you know how inappropriate this would be? Do you know how inappropriate this would be? I don't appreciate Black men hopping in dresses to make fun of me. I don't like that. I have the right to say, first of all, that I don't like that. And if I was a parent, I have the right to say that I don't want my children to watch something like this. But if you were to say something like this, they would call you homophobic, which doesn't make any sense because the both of these men are heterosexual men who are both married now and both have children. But okay. Martin was on TV doing the same thing. And see, I didn't catch that back then. I used to watch Martin Lawrence and just think it was the funniest thing until it occurred to me, oh, he's making fun of Black women. But let's continue.
You're in such a hurry. Why don't I just scratch it off for you then? Scratch it. Oh, I'm sorry, you lose. That'll be $1. I'm not gonna pay for that. You just scratched it off. All right, because if you had scratched it off, you'd be a millionaire right about now.
Did you guys just hear that? If you had scratched it, scratched it isn't even a word. They're trying to make it seem like we don't even have the knowledge. Do you understand how terrible this is? They're trying to make it seem as if though we're not even capable of speaking proper English. Hey, Bianca, they've been doing this a long time. Yeah, but this is something that was on Nickelodeon. You know, at least with Martin Lawrence was an adult show. We all know that Martin Lawrence is an adult show. So if you allowed your child to watch Martin Lawrence, that's on you because you know that's not a children's show. And if you listen to some of the things that were on Martin Lawrence, like when they were joking about, oh, remember they were in the courtroom and he's like, oh, did you get the drawers? And, you know, this is not a children's show. So we all know this. All that is a children's show. Okay? There were children as young as 5 watching this. So why is this on a children's network? Networks like Disney and Nickelodeon, these are children's networks. So why is this on the network? Let's continue.
Just catch me when I'm talking. Go give me a mansion in Bourbon Lake Hill. I have feelings too. Natasha, look at her. I bet she was steal those nachos like she stole my man. Yeah. Let me see.
Okay, did you see as the woman in blue, who is apparently Latasha Conley, walked in, she had like this big exaggerated walk? Black women, let me ask you a question. When white men portray white women, how come they're never so loud and, you know, their makeup isn't as exaggerated and when they portray their women, it's not so bad. But when black men hop into dresses and they're trying to portray us, they make us seem like we are the most ghetto people in the world. Why is that? This was on a children's network. And nobody said a word about this. Let's continue.
Spicy popcorn? Hey, I know. Hey, it's like my mama. Can I get this cleavage? Hey, you who? I want you back in my view now.
Okay, so she just pushed a customer. Now, hold on.
Spicy popcorn? Hey, I know. Hey, it's like my mama. Can I get this cleavage? Hey, you who? I want you back in my view now.
This is one of the reasons why people think black women are manly, why people think black women have bad attitudes, why people assume black women are not worthy of protection or of respect. It's because of this. There are white people out there who have never been introduced to a black woman before, and when they see this, they're going to think that this is how black women act. They're going to think that this is how black women act because of this skit. Okay? Literally pushed the customer down to the floor. Now, I used to work as a cashier and I never touched any of my customers. Okay? I certainly didn't want to go to jail and I wouldn't do something like that. Why was this allowed on Nickelodeon? Nobody called it out. Let's continue.
Latasha.
Lanisha.
Latasha.
Latanya.
Latasha.
Lanisha. Latasha.
Latasha.
And do we see again the whole neck rolling and that ghetto girl twang? Latasha, Latisha, Latasha, Latanya, Latasha, Latisha, Latasha, Latanya. Nobody saw anything wrong with this. This is just one of the many skits where Nick Cannon was wearing a dress, making fun of black women on a children's network. I feel like I should just start a series, okay? If you're going to wear a dress, why do you have to make fun of us? Why can't you be a classy black woman like a Sanaa Lathan or a Regina Hall or a Regina King? Why do you have to be loud with these, the makeup is just over the top, the hair is just over the top, the fingernails over the top. Let's continue.
Latasha, Latanya, Lanisha. Latasha, I like your dress. Did you buy it here at Quick and Fast?
Real funny, Latanya. That's very funny. Let me ask you, son. How many rats is up in that nasty web of yours? How
So now they make it seem as if the black women are just ready to throw down at work. I mean, this is really bad. I don't know who at Nickelodeon approved this, but this is really bad. Okay, this is really, really bad. And I didn't understand how bad it was, obviously, until I got older. But if something like this were to come on today, I would definitely not want my child to watch it. And if I wasn't given a warning that, hey, there's going to be something like this flashing across my screen, I would be very upset. This is the kind of thing that I would want a child to see. It's very negative.
Look, Natasha, you need to go ahead and just battle Nachos and leave, okay? Because as it is, we're going to have to hold down the place to get rid of your funky breath odor.
That's real cute. But don't even worry about it because I'm about to leave because I got to go see my man. He the one who got tired of you stomping at his feet at the club. He got him a bro who could dance. Remember that replay?
No, she didn't.
Yes, I did.
Me and you are having a dance contest right here, right now. Music, Latoya.
Okay, so apparently black women just, bust a move at work and we just start dancing in the middle of nowhere. Interesting. Interesting. All right, sorry guys, I had to go find my charger just in case my phone started to die because my phone is starting to really get hot. So yeah. Hey hun, hey everyone in the chat. Oh, hey Silly Mommy for Life, guys. Go subscribe to Silly Mommy for Life. Watch her videos, give her a view, give her the watch time. Make sure you watch it from beginning to end. Like her videos, subscribe to her channel. She is amazing. I was just showing how apparently Nickelodeon is making fun of black women, and I had no idea that they were doing it. Let's continue.
All about me.
I'm trying to remember a time where I, as a black woman, just busted a move, at the Quick and Fast, although the Quick and Fast is a fictional pace, but maybe busted a move at Walmart or any establishment where I was working at. It just really never happened, okay? Really, it never happened. So I just found this to be odd. Again, they call it the inconvenience store because they're trying to say you having to interact with black women and receive service from black women is an inconvenience. Let's continue.
Who could dance? Remember that replay?
No, she didn't.
Yes, I did.
Me and you are having a dance contest right here, right now. The music, Latoya.
All about me.
Well, it looks like I am the winner. So who is clumsy now? Miss I can't dance without falling down.
No, you did not just crooked my nail and mess up my hair. I got to go. I got to go.
Hey, don't you forget your nacho. Don't you forget your nacho. Oh, Lisa, girl, you stole it.
Every single black woman, okay, I'm sorry, because they're technically not black women. Nick Cannon is a man and Kenan Thompson is a man, okay? But they have this large exaggerated hair. And then, what is her name? Latasha. Connolly, apparently is her name, has this large exaggerated hair with these large exaggerated nails and this, exaggerated makeup. Black women, they're making fun of us, okay? They're making fun of us, and I refuse to support any shows from now on that are mocking Black women. I'm simply not going to support it. I'm not going to do it, okay? Because that's not okay to me. You don't see any other race of men hopping in a dress to make fun of their women. So why are our men doing it? And there's another skit. Let me see if I can find it. Ugh, this next video is about to be so disgusting that I'm about to show you. Ugh. And thank you guys for tuning in. When you guys get a chance, make sure that you guys subscribe to my Patreon or join my Patreon. I'm going to put the link here. That's where I will have unfiltered content. I wouldn't be surprised if this video gets flagged down too. I had a video that was flagged the other day, and it's frustrating. It's frustrating because now people don't even want you to speak anymore. It's like, okay. Oh, hey, Raw Honesty. Oh, I have to make you a moderator. Hold on. Let me put the link to my Patreon. Guys, make sure you guys go subscribe to Raw Honesty. Like her videos. Watch her videos. Okay. Hold on. Let me put this. Why is this? And now my computer is moving like molasses. This is not what we needed at all. This isn't what we needed at all. Okay. I can't believe Nickelodeon put that skit on television. And for anyone who's wondering, it's a show called All That. It's the old All That with Kenan and Kel, and this is from back in the days. This is back when Kel's favorite soda was orange soda, and he worked at Good Burger, which was home of the Good Burger, and like all that stuff. Why is this not letting me copy paste? Let me try this. Okay. All right. Let's see if this works, because for some strange and odd reason, this isn't letting me copy anything. Wait for this page to load now. Okay. All right. Let me make you a mod. Hold on. Why won't this computer? I can't wait to get a new computer, guys. I'm telling you. Okay, here we go. Add moderator. Okay, perfect. You are a moderator, and you guys can join me on Patreon for $1 a month. And it still didn't copy. Okay. All right, let me do it from my phone. I don't know why it's doing this. This computer been moving like molasses a lot lately. Okay, here we go. All right, there's the link to my Patreon. And here we go. Okay, good. And I put it in the description box. And I put it in the pinned comment section. Okay, good. I don't know why my computer wouldn't let me do that. Things are supposed to be easier from your desktop. All right, so here is the second part of the skit, which is a children's show. They're making fun of us Black women. Keep that in mind. Ugh. Hold on. This is disgusting.
You got a big old bald one. You got hair growing out of it, all kind of stuff, girl. I need some kind of manicure, pedicure, something. I need to get
Tanya, I have a really, really important delivery coming. Can you let me know when it gets here?
Oh, yes, Miss Williams, you the boss. I live to serve. So anyway, girl, Vanilla showed up, right? And guess what? She had on the same dress as me. But you know, I looked better at it anyway.
So now they're trying to make it seem like black women have bad feet. And apparently this black woman has bad feet and she is filing her corns and her bunions on her desktop. So they're saying that black women have bad hygiene and bad attitudes. This is disgusting. I didn't even realize how disgusting this was until I went back and I watched it. And did you see the way that she spoke to her boss? Man, if I ever spoke to my supervisor like that, I would be out the door, okay? On an unemployment line right now. Let's continue.
Girl, guess who else showed up?
Excuse me, delivery.
Can you just sit on the phone and engage in some serious conversation?
I'm sorry to disturb you, but I have a really, really important letter to deliver to Miss Williams.
So why you gotta ruin my life? Don't you just leave it and go, okay?
Someone has to sign for it.
I'm signing. There, you happy? I'm signing. You happy, little Mr. Delivery Man? Are you happy? You happy? You know what? I'm having so much fun. I think I saw your face. Ooh, signing your face.
Listen, I'll never deliver here again.
This is just really terrible, okay? The way that she's speaking to this young boy. Let's continue.
Say it isn't so. Say, oh, please come back and interrupt me again, Mr. Nail Polish all over my face. You know what? Take your really, 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 really important letter with you.
Latanya, has my really, really important delivery gotten here yet?
Oh, no, Miss Williams, nothing like that has came here. I was looking for it. I was like, damn, she don't come because she's postal service. Oh, she turning her lips on her just because I look at her.
Did you hear that? She said, oh, well, she's turning her lips at me just because I look better. There's a part of the skit that I really want you guys to see. I'm just going to fast forward or else we'll kind of be here all day. I just don't have the time. Here's what I want you guys to see.
Free slushies. You know what I'm saying? Oh, Lanisha. Girl, you will not believe how rude my boss is being to me. Yeah, I am this close to quit. She's trying to come up in here, trying to say, tell me what's the Latoya Jacob. Ooh, girlfriend. I'm going to call you however may I help you?
Yes, could you tell Miss Williams that she has a visitor, please?
Oh, yes, I will. Just have a seat right over there.
Okay, I want you guys to stay with me here. All of a sudden, this white man walks in. Do you notice the change in, I have to call her at the moment because Nick Cannon is portraying a woman. Do you notice the change in her demeanor? All of a sudden, she's feminine. All of a sudden, the tone in her voice changes. All of a sudden, everything changes. Oh, of course, you can go have a seat over there. This isn't a good look because when the black man came in to deliver a package, she was disrespectful to him. But when the white man comes in, apparently he's supposed to be like this really, really good looking guy. And now all of a sudden the black woman knows how to act feminine and conduct herself like a lady. This was on Nickelodeon. This was a children's show, ladies and gentlemen. 2001, not that long ago. Let's continue.
Can you please tell her that I'm here? Oh, yes, I will. I'll do anything for you. Even marry you. But first, I gotta sharpen my pencil. See? Am I in your way? You know what how'd you know? You know what? I'm shit. What earthquake? Movies? I'm gonna take you to the movies. Don't see me. We got meals, right? Don't let me down there. Let me get out there. You see the movies.
Okay, well, this is disgusting. Yep, this is disgusting. I think that we've seen enough of Nickelodeon for today. Social programming is very deceptive and pointed to make those viewed as less than. Remember to stay in their place. Wow, that is too much. Yeah, it is definitely too much. That's what I'm trying to understand. It's why is it when they put a black man in a dress, why is it to make fun of the black woman? Latasha, Lanisha, Latanya, Latasha, Lanisha, Latanya. All this neck rolling. This is a children's show, ladies and gentlemen. And that's the thing about it. People allowed their children to watch this show, and we didn't even really think much of it. But this is why I feel like parents should have the right to say, hey, listen, this is what I'm comfortable with my child watching. This is not what I'm comfortable with my child watching. I don't want my children to watch black men in dresses. Not that I think there's anything wrong with it. They should be allowed to have their spot on television, just like anybody else should be allowed to have their spot on television. But let the parents know this program will contain men in dresses. Because unfortunately, a majority of the time, when these black men hop into dresses, they are making fun of black women and giving names like Latanya and Lanisha and Latasha, and very loud, with exaggerated fingernails and the rest of the exaggerated features. I'm going to look back and see if there are any other 90s shows or 2000 shows where I can find black men in dresses making fun of black women. There is a movie out called LaQuisha, okay? Again, we are just tired, okay, of black women and these negative stereotypes. They're just really bad. And then when we are shown on television, it's on shows like Empire, which Empire isn't a positive show. And then shows like Basketball Wives, which isn't a positive show. Okay, but do you notice that when the Wayans brothers were white girls, they were never anything loud, never anything obnoxious. They were really feminine white girls. White girls who liked to shop on Rodeo Drive. White girls who lived in Beverly Hills. I think their name was Brittany. I can't remember because it's been so long. But it was, oh my gosh, and yeah. And it was just really peaceful hand movement. And it wasn't all of this with all these long fingernails. When they portray white women, black men, and white men alike, okay, the white women are portrayed as very feminine. When they portray black women, it's loud, okay, very obnoxious, very aggressive behavior, disrespectful behavior, work isn't getting done. I think that I will have to do one on Shanae Jenkins. Although, yes, I did find Martin Lawrence to be funny. Looking back on it, I'm like, maybe it wasn't so funny. Maybe it wasn't as funny as I thought it was. Because, again, this is a negative image. Raw honesty brought me here. Nice to meet you. Oh, welcome, Slide Jones. So yeah, I'm about to end this video because I think I've been on here longer than I usually am. 40 minutes. I'm usually on here 10 minutes. But yeah, I'm going to look at other little shows to see if I can find. And I think also and I like Tyler Perry, but it's like, now I understand what Spike Lee was saying when he said we're past black men in dresses. And it's not to say that, we don't want these people to succeed in life. All right. But is there a way that you can do it and portray a normal black woman, an educated black woman? Okay. Black women are graduating college at high rates. Why can't you be a doctor, black woman? Why can't you be a lawyer, black woman? Why can't you be an engineer? Why can't you be a beautiful housewife that wears pearls around her neck and has her hair in a beautiful, bun, and it's always perfectly coiffed, and she has on a nice cashmere sweater? Why does it always have to be something loud and ghetto and obnoxious and violent? Twice in that skit, what is Nick Cannon's name in the skit? Latasha hit a customer, and in the beginning, when she was giving Amanda Bynes her coins, she pelted the pennies at her. Why can't it be anything normal? Why does it have to be something just so over the top? I'm tired of seeing this. That's why I want to make my own movies and do my own thing, because when I see black women are much better than this. Black women deserve to be portrayed on television much better than this. And I don't blame these actors, okay? Because again, they were so young and it's the beginning of the career. And when you say no to certain things, it offends writers. Like, why don't you want to do this sketch? And it would probably offend the network even more. But I have to talk about it. It's an uncomfortable conversation. Put the GoFundMe link for the movie Love. Okay, I'll put it. It's an uncomfortable conversation, but someone has to talk about it, okay? And if you're one of my subscribers and you're offended by this video, I'm not the kind of person who will backpedal, moonslide on anything that they say. I'm very firm in standing by what I say. Okay. All right, guys, here's the link for my film. As you guys know, I'm raising funds for my film Zodiac. So if you can donate, the link will be right there. And if you do not have a GoFundMe account, you can donate through PayPal or Cash App. Let me put that here. But it's time. And you have to stop supporting these things too. Somebody said Martin Lawrence is portraying a black woman on a Netflix show. I don't know, because I haven't been keeping up with what Martin Lawrence is doing. But don't watch it. Don't support it, okay? Don't support that kind of stuff. Let them know that you're tired of seeing it. When you show that you are tired of seeing it, when you show that you're not going to support it with your money, with your views, that's when they'll stop. But as long as people are rushing to theaters to go see these movies, they're going to continue to make them. As long as people are still watching it on television, it's going to continue to get made. Kevin Hart did it for SNL. Oh, yes, I have to do a video of Kevin Hart and Terry Crews. Terry Crews, to me, when you see him, he's very muscular. He's very muscular. And to me, he's the image of masculinity. He's tall, very muscular. And I feel like it is so emasculating when I see men like Terry Crews in a dress, okay? It's very emasculating when you see men like Terry Crews in a dress simply because, okay, you're a heterosexual black man, so you should never be wearing a dress. So why are you wearing a dress? I think The Rock wore a dress too, and I'm like, again, emasculating. Black men, if you are heterosexuals, please stop wearing dresses. Please stop it. Please. The black women don't want to see it. Your sons and your daughters don't want to see it. Your wives don't want to see it. If your mothers are still alive, they don't want to see it. Stop wearing dresses. That lip syncing show. You know, I will have to go look it up because I am looking for more material. But if there is more material of Black men in dresses just doing it over the top and making fun of Black women, I want you to let me know. With celebrity and lip sync battles, I will definitely go and check it out. I'll definitely go and check it out. But I'm going to end this video. I can't believe I've been on for so long. I hope that you guys can join me on Patreon. It is $1 a month, okay? I create exclusive content that I don't create here. And I post over there weekly. So the fact that I post weekly and you get exclusive content that isn't available over there, I feel that's pretty good. Now, somebody had commented on my community tab and asked, what do we get? Now, if you're not my patron, I don't know who we is, but if you are my patron, what you get is access to exclusive content. Who's calling my phone right now? Hold on, guys. I think I'm like the only person who still has a house phone. Okay, let's continue. So yes, you get access to exclusive content, and I will be doing a giveaway once I reach 100 patrons. But currently I am at 16 patrons, so we do have a ways to go. But yeah. And just like I pay for Amazon Prime, so I get access to Amazon Prime only videos, or when you pay for Netflix, you get access to Netflix videos, or when you pay for Hulu, you get access to Hulu videos. You get access to exclusive content that is only available on my Patreon. What some people do is that they will have videos available on their Patreon and then they'll put it on YouTube. No, the videos I put on Patreon are only available on Patreon. Maybe I might feel the need to, you know, continue this discussion over on Patreon, just because after somebody flagged me the other day, I'm not gonna lie, I'm kind of worried that somebody is still trying to flag my channel, and I don't know why, because it's freedom of speech and I feel like I should be allowed to speak my mind. But yeah, that'll be the only time. So yeah, 95% of the content over there is patron only exclusive content. And I want to thank everybody for joining me today. Go subscribe to Raw Honest Tea. Go subscribe to Silly Mommy for Life. I'm going to end this video. And yeah, please send me, oh, and go subscribe to Mr. Wise. He has his own channel too. And please send me, okay, any material that you think that you have when it comes to Black men making fun of Black women. I think that it would be something that is very important for me to talk about, again, because nobody else wants to talk about it, because everybody's scared and everybody wants to be liked. First of all, I like myself, all right? And that's the thing. A lot of you guys want to be included in things. I don't want to be included in anything. I made my own space. I make my own way. I like myself, and whoever don't like it is too bad for you. But thank you to everybody who came here and who supported me. I really appreciate it. I think you'd like my platform. Stop by sometime. So I'm going to stop by right now. I'm about to make myself some tea and return that phone call and see who that is calling my house phone. So thank you all for joining. I hope to see you guys on my Patreon for $1 a month. Donate to my film. The GoFundMe link is right there. And everybody have a wonderful day.